All right, now on to the SEC action. Shane, Kentucky on the road at Vanderbilt. Them Wildcats favored by 21 points. The over-under's at 52.5. This game kicks off at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central on ESPN2. Who do you like in the matchup?
Well, Mike, I got a dose of Kentucky last week. I saw more Kentucky offense played last week than I ever want to see again, man. These guys had no problem moving the ball against the Tennessee defense. And now they're going against a worse defense. And I know you're saying, wait a minute, Tennessee looked pretty bad. But I'm telling you right now, if you get Vanderbilt right, you're talking about a worse defense. I think Kentucky's going to do exactly what they did. That's the recipe, Mike. Running the ball, and let Will throw off that play action. Keep them chains moving. I think the defense – they really were exposed last week, but that's the good side about this game. Vanderbilt's not really going to expose that secondary again. I think they get a few things right on that side of the ball. So, this is one of those games you always worry about a hangover. I don't know if you're going to get to that. I mean, that was one of my biggest fears of making this my lock of the week, in fact. But I can't do it. I can't do the lock just yet because, again, we've had some heartbreakers with Mississippi State. We had a heartbreaker with Tennessee. And if Kentucky comes out with a mindset that they're just going to show up and play, then this thing could stick around a little bit closer than expected. I think about the game last week that Vanderbilt had. So But the more I think about it, I don't know. I like Stoops. I think he gets these boys right, and I think they win out the rest of the season here. So give me Kentucky 42, covering the spread, Vanderbilt 17.
Ooh. Let me tell
Do you think there's a hangover? Do you think there's a hangover? That's my only fear. And I'm not putting on the upset alert, Mike, but I'm just saying, when you're talking a 3-score spread, I mean, man, anything can happen, and they can hang around, and next thing you know, we're a 2-possession game or something.
Shane, 3 weeks ago, Kentucky fans had convinced themselves they were going to Atlanta to play for the SEC championship. They had visions of the college football playoff. They had visions of a New Year's Six Bowl. Now, coming off 3 consecutive losses, that's kind of the biggest thing, Shane. And Kentucky beat this team, Vanderbilt, 38-35 last year. I mean, it's not like they blew them out of the water. And we got us a blackout here, Shane, in Nashville. All 17 fans that are going to be in the stands are going to be wearing black to celebrate the Commodores playing Kentucky. Kentucky's got 11 interceptions this season. That's number 3 in the SEC, while Kentucky's thrown 10 interceptions. That's 100th in the nation, brother. Ken Seals expected to return for the Commodores, and everything you just said. I mean, 99 out of 100, I think Kentucky wipes the floor with this Vanderbilt team. But can they do that after the gut punch at Tennessee? So much put into that game, didn't get it done. Vanderbilt's had 2 weeks to prepare. I think Will Levis continues to turn the ball over, Shane. I mean, hell, I can't remember the last time I watched a game when he didn't. I guess maybe the LSU game. So, lock of the week, Shane. Kentucky, 24. Vanderbilt, 17. I think it's going to be a 1-score game, Shane. Give me the Commodores. And I think if they get an SEC win, I think it's going to be this game right here. And I think you're getting a hurt, a Kentucky team that their psyche. We'll see how tough they really are. I would not be stunned if the Commodores win this one.
Absolutely, man. I mean, Tennessee's still in their head, man. Coming down here to Vanderbilt, they're not even thinking about this game. I'm sure I'm sure the coaching staff are, but when you have a game like that comes down to the wire, it takes the life out of you, and then especially if you feel like you were misdone there at the end. I've seen more face mask memes and gifs and videos this week than I've seen in my entire life. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It was tough. It sucks. We've all been on tough losses, man. But you can't do that going into an SEC game. This isn't Sanford. This isn't New Mexico State. I get it. It's Vanderbilt. But you look 2 weeks ago. Who was Vanderbilt playing, Mike, 2 weeks ago?
Missouri.
Exactly. And Missouri about blew it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This thing came down to the final drive. So you cannot do that with any SEC team. I still have confidence. I mean, this Kentucky offense is legit. As long as they lean on them big uglies up front, I think they'll be fine. Rodriguez falls for 5 yards every time he gets tackled. So I think they'll be fine. But there is a part of me that does have that. That's why I didn't lock it up, because I was afraid. I was afraid that Kentucky's going to do exactly what you just said they were.
Mm-hmm.